This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by GoDaddy. Man up and get your $295.com with code 295NUTS. Defense Soap. Offense wins matches. Defense keeps you on the mat. Hey fans, this is MMA Nuts, episode 149.
149er. Niner.
Whoa. My name is Ingo Weigold.
I'm Magalhaes, this MMA show by MMA fans for MMA fans. We're walking the line between serious, triple arm pump, and ridiculous.
Yes, sir.
Going out the reservation and go.
Yeah, man, and of course, with the recent events happening in Boston, I feel like we need to mention that on the show. Hats off to the Boston, police department. I was fortunate enough to listen to most of this thing live via Police Scanner, which was out on Ustream, thanks to the underground thread. And I just like to mention one thing.
Go.
Never mind all the shit surrounding, is this real? Is it fake? Is it a scandal? Whatever. The mainstream media these days, I think they are going the way of the newspapers. They're fucking useless. Their reporting is almost a half a day behind what you can find online on Twitter. And, the underground had a thread going, man. There's people posting all kinds of information as it was coming in. I mean, I was literally listening to the shootout of the first shooter getting, blown away and run over by his own brother. As it was happening. It was crazy. Like, in this day and age, you can do that, and you got...
Until the internet gets censored and they shut it down.
Yeah.
Kill switch, Ingo.
Well, it's funny you mention that because I think there's that CISPA or whatever it is that
that just slowly got passed.
Yes, it did. And Facebook
Speaking of nobody's looking.
Like the InfoWars thing you sent me about
Yeah.
the two strange guys in black coats. Facebook was like shutting those posts down. They were blocking that traffic back to the InfoWars randomly. I mean, how do you feel about that? Like it seems like the internet is supposed to be this open thing, but now there's starting to see like
it's open
censorship.
kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a little bit scary, and I find it funny because mainstream media, like you mentioned before we started taping, maybe they don't report what they want to report, but what they're given.
What they're told to report?
Correct.
Yeah. Like, you can't say this. You have to, all these pictures, you need to just fucking ignore them. They don't exist. They don't exist in this world.
Yeah.
I just want someone, I just say, there's a lot of curious things that are going on with that. A lot of curious things.
I agree. And, was it
all
Alex
sorted
Jones that issued an ultimatum to Barack Obama?
No, that was Glenn Beck.
Glenn Beck, that's it. That guy's crying. Every time I turn on, he's like, what's wrong with that guy? He's crazy.
They're all half retarded. It's like him, Piers Morgan. I think you have to be some sort of a freak or have like a addiction to Oxycontins. Was that him or who was that?
No, that was the other guy. Fucking here we go.
Rush Limbaugh?
That's it. Thank
Okay.
you.
So you got to be like, they're all somewhat crazy. Even Alex Jones is not all there.
That's his website, right?
sometime.
InfoWars?
Yeah. Prison Planet.
Yeah.
You just got to shut down forever. You just mentioned it! Blackball!
We said all the keywords now no longer will be allowed on YouTube. No, but I mean, it's crazy because I just find it nuts that, you can literally, I'm watching the fucking YouTube video of the guy standing there as the shootout's happening, which he's a moron for fucking being that close and videotaping.
Maybe that guy's in on it. He knew. I'm not going to get shot.
Yeah, and then you have to ask yourself, like, what's real, what's fake, what's misinformation, what's
anymore.
like smoke and mirrors, and it's craziness, and you can make yourself nuts when it comes to all this. But I'm glad they caught the guys, and it's fucked up that, people got blown up and whatever else, and, my heart goes out to the people of Boston. Apparently Dana's going there.
Yeah, he says he's writing checks. He doesn't know how, but he's doing it.
It's cool, man. The guy's rich as fuck. He's like, fuck it. I'm going to go make some... I don't know what I'm going to do. So good for him. And he had the shirt on at the weigh-ins, and it's pretty awesome. I just, you have to question this. You really do. And, what's next? Because the martial law thing is what scared me the most.
Well, I got to say, how is that even legal? And then two, you look at what happened. I don't want to go too far off of a tangent, but you look at what happened in Newtown.
Right.
And then after that, they're going to go on this gun control rampage.
Yep.
Like, we got to not ban guns, but have some sort of gun control. So now I'm just looking at, okay, the next month, what are they going to try to push now? What's the agenda?
I don't
Are we
know.
going to have TSA everywhere?
Could be.
Are we going to have more surveillance, more cameras? That's just the one thing I find curious is how do you not have a camera shot or a video of a backpack being placed somewhere with all the fucking
They probably do.
shit that's out there? That's
But
all
we
I'm
haven't
saying.
seen it.
That's all
They
I'm
probably do.
saying. So
Let's let that rest.
let's move on.
It's not that kind of show.
I don't want to go any darker than we already are.
It's a different show.
There's black helicopters circling. You go.
Yeah.
Every day in my life, there's
That's
a
right.
black helicopter.
They're watching us
that
right
flies
now.
over. It's like Goodfellas.
Yeah.
It's always like circling above
Circling
my
up.
house.
Yes. It's all good. As he's doing lines of coke.
I don't know anything about
paranoid
that.
as shit.
I would never touch that. I'll just tell you.
Me neither. I probably would like it too much.
So speaking of drugs and whatnot, great transition. So
Drugs?
I don't know anything about those. Josh Rosenthal apparently is this big time drug kingpin, and he got, I guess he owned a warehouse that had like 1,300 marijuana plants growing in it.
like
with
several
an
million?
estimated street value of about $6 million.
Oh my God.
And apparently he copped some kind of plea deal where he'll do, I think, 37 months in jail and
That's a long time.
fines and 5 years of probation. I thought, well, here's another question too, with, you know, marijuana being legalized in Colorado and who else? Washington.
California.
And Illinois, by the way, just
Woo!
made it through the first step. I think it passed the House where it medically
Suddenly I feel
approves
sick, Matt.
marijuana. Hey, don't worry, that HIV will work out for you. One way or another. And then somehow it'll work out for me too. I'm just saying. I'm not saying.
Very ill.
So, so when or if it ever does get legalized, do these guys then get pumped out of jail? Because here's my problem. Rosenthal was a fucking great ref, man. They get pumped out. Rosenthal was a great
He
ref,
was.
and now he's
It's
going to be... They're robbing him from the MMA community for
Yeah.
a solid 3. I think he could still get out in a year and
Like
a
a
half
year.
for good behavior, get your GED or something.
That's a different kind of... What?
You go to jail, you do
Get your
good things
GED,
while you're in jail,
you get a
you get out
GED,
early. He
probation.
probably already has that.
Okay, sure. I don't know.
He's probably a college
Should
graduate.
be like a slap on the wrist. $6 million in pot. Come on.
You're like, come on. It was just
What's
10.
Joe Rogan going to do for his weed now?
Right.
That's
That's
what
what
I
they
wanna
were
know.
saying. They were trying to make that connection.
Yeah.
Who's hooking him up? He sure seems like he has a lot of it.
I think Rogan wouldn't fuck with that. I think he's way too smart.
He's
buys it.
very
He's
smart.
probably as legal as he can be. So he's like,
He
no,
doesn't
no,
even
no, I
smoke.
got my card. I buy it. I don't take it anywhere with me. I transport it from A to B. I'm never high in the car. High on the
Damn
fly.
right.
So it's too bad. I don't know. It's just pot. This happens to be $6 million worth of pot, but whatever.
I'd say set the man free.
Yes. Like Gandhi?
Well, it's Nelson Mandela.
Sure.
Set everybody free.
Okay.
What about Max Headroom? Where's that fucker
I
at?
don't know. I don't. Max Headroom.
He was that guy.
From the 80s?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to do this. Sorry, people. Now I won't rock as much.
There you go.
I'm on lockdown.
Yeah. There should be a lock. I can't help it. It's just comfortable.
It is. It's
soothing. I feel like a baby.
Yeah, that's what he feels like. Let me stick something in my mouth. Too bad it's not big and black and
Big black
veiny.
Hey.
There's nothing wrong with that. I've got no
Just saying.
problem with that.
Got more news?
Yeah, did you see this? Oh, I'm going to show you this.
Big black
I don't know
hot?
how I'm going to go back and forth here, but I'm going to try to recite
I
from
see some
memory. But
nakedness. What the fuck's going on?
don't ignore the side here.
There's titties on the side.
But
I'm very. Whoa, the biggest.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a rocket war. Apparently, in Greece, they have this tradition where they will cover their houses in wire mesh, and they will fire off. I think it's somewhere in the tune of 50,000 homemade rockets.
Why?
Some sort of tradition where it used to be village versus village, and you would try to hit the other village's church bell tower with
That's
a rocket.
fucking crazy.
And
Look at
it's
that.
just fucking mayhem.
It is
And
going,
notice
"Bruh."
the fireworks safety here. No gloves on the
Nah.
hand, just fucking balls out, man. And it is just
The rocket war?
blazing. Yeah, look at that shit. Looks like a 4th of July that I used to partake
It's
in.
insanity. That's
But
pretty
to
cool.
the 10th degree. Fuck me, man. It's literally just like blowing shit across the sky.
That's awesome.
We need to do this.
We do.
Can we go?
Can we do it to your neighbors?
That's fine.
Let's do it to your neighbors without even telling them. Like, you didn't know?
You didn't put your wire mesh up? That's your fault, not mine.
Sorry.
I just declared a
I've
rocket
always wanted
war.
to do, speaking of like traditions, that whole like color fest. You know how they have in India? You ever heard
No,
of
what's that?
Where they throw like color, everyone wears white and then they throw color on each other. It's like, I guess, all these colors and people go crazy, run around throwing. They do that in Chicago.
Let's have a color war.
A color war, yeah. It's like a 5K run and then there's like a color thing. Pretty
Excellent.
Cool. I love these old, that's so weird though. Like,
I don't understand how that gets
where'd that come
started,
from?
but fuck.
Rockets in Greece? I thought Greece was all about like swords and shields and fucking people in the ass. I mean, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I just thought about it. It just
Like,
happened.
weird.
So we got that going
Isn't that what
on.
it means to go Greek? Is it
Something like that.
right?
You're either hairy and or doing something unsanitary.
It could be sanitary.
It depends. It
Do
should
they have
be.
douche for the asshole?
Yeah, well, they have bleach for
rinse
it.
that shit out.
The
What's
other
it-
thing I saw, and Jason from Middle Easy, he also posts on our site, posted this up on Middle Easy.
What
It's
the fuck?
It's the Juggling Wars. These motherfuckers are running around juggling and fucking taking swings at each other.
With the juggle sticks?
Yeah, I don't understand the concept, but
Oh.
someone's going to get skull fucked. Go for the groin.
That's crazy.
Go for the groin. Look at, I'm just juggling. I
don't understand the sport.
Oh! What the fuck is
It's
this?
really weird. This is MMA juggling?
Something. Someone's gonna get skull fucked. You can't.
awesome.
You can't have all these fucking sticks flying in the air and not take a
that
skull
dude got
fucking.
smoked.
Whoa! Look at that guy just pull off like a triple Lindy.
Oh, he passes juggle sticks to another guy.
Yeah.
I
I don't. Everyone's looking up. This is a problem.
What's the point system? I don't.
I
get
don't
it.
know.
How do you win?
This
oh,
may
that
be.
guy got brained. Hit him right in the face.
Yeah. It looks better than badminton. I'll give them that.
That's true. Oh, ouch.
But you can get the gist of it. I
I
don't
got it.
understand it,
It's all good.
but it is what it is. It's another one of those fucking queer sports that probably is not gonna make
Oh,
it.
he's like a guy that's complaining. He's like, "That's a fucking foul. You can't do that
That's
shit." in this sport."
bullshit. Why are they not going for the groin? You should be going for the groin. Everyone's looking up. Go right for the balls. You get,
Oh,
swing and a miss. Bam,
That guy's
bitch.
pissed. Seems like it. Seems dangerous. Ooh.
Yeah. Major League Combat. I am the best juggler in the world.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's fairly gay, but rock on.
It's all good.
It's all good.
The last thing I want to show you,
Okay.
as we're blazing through here, Steve Mills sent this one to us on Facebook. Hanato Laranja.
Oh, the 9-time, 27-time
I think
Mundial
he's
champion.
27-time
Sorry.
Mundial champion. Saw this tow
He's got like
truck
a
the other day.
14th degree
It's
black
the
belt.
Camel Tow.
Nice.
What's it say? Will snatch you out of a tight spot.
Is that for real?
Yeah. Why not?
It's fucking awesome.
If I had a tow company, I wouldn't mind
Calling
naming
it
it
Camel
the Camel
Tow.
Tow. The Moose Knuckle.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, how's it
It's
going?
good, Renato. Comprito met Renato recently, or Renato.
How'd that work out?
So he's a cool dude. He's like this.
I thought we have beef.
the whole shtick is like fucked up, but then he was like, "Fuck you, Renato," and I don't know. I think they got some beef now. So
There's beef. We need
it's weird.
the
Something's brewing.
we need the weed war
yeah.
jiu-jitsu
Weed
tournament.
versus no weed.
Yes. We will supervise and make sure that half of
Everyone's
the competitors
baked
are
as fuck.
smoking, the other half are not, and then we're going to have a competition, jiu-jitsu. But I think it should be, you have to submit to win. None of this judge.
Submission only.
Yes.
Oh, Comprito would hate you for that. He hates
Why?
submission only tournaments.
Fuck it.
Says they're bullshit.
Why? Tell me why.
I don't know.
How else do you declare a winner? On point?
Well, yeah, because he says like guys will, I don't know, like they had that one tournament which was
How'd that work
submission
out?
only. Not too well, because the guys can stall and they can do all kinds of weird shit. And then like if you don't get submitted, it's considered a victory. If it's submission only, he's saying it should be no time limit.
Fine.
So,
Done. We
yeah.
got days.
Fucking
Do
2
it.
hours jiu-jitsu tournament. Jesus Christ. Somebody.
It'll be awesome.
Okay.
And then can I just run in and randomly kick people?
Sure.
All right.
Soccer kick.
Yes. Pride rules for
To
Matt
the
Griffith
balls.
only.
Okay.
You got to watch out for me. when you least expect it, I'm gonna sucker
There you are,
kick you.
kicking you in the balls
That'd be
or in the
cool.
head.
All right, let's move right along.
Yes.
This is gonna be a 2-hour show, by the way.
No, I hope not.
Why not? We got all night.
It's too long.
It's all good. So UFC on Fox 7.
Yes, sir.
Can I hit some scores up?
Go for it.
All right, I was 9-3.
Ouch.
Ingo was 7-5. Magic 8 Ball was 9-3. So overall, I'm 74-43. Ingo is 62-55. The Magic 8 Ball is tied with me. It's 74-43
How am I
for
so
a
terrible? I'm like the worst picker.
63.2%.
Don't take my picks. Whatever I say, it's wrong.
That's all I did. You know what happened this time?
What?
I bet on these.
Oh, is that a good thing?
When you're 9-3, it is.
Yeah.
And I missed my parlay though.
Ooh.
I had who did I parlay? I had Henderson, Cormier, Thompson, and Mean. It should have been Brown.
Yeah, too bad.
Can't bet against Brown. Fuck, man.
That was a rough fight.
So, hit me up with some bonuses.
Oh.
What do we got?
Fight of the night: Matt Brown versus Jordan Mean. For sure. That was crazy.
That was fucking awesome. Like,
That was a
oh my
crazy
god,
fight.
these guys.
Oh my god. Matt Brown is like, he's fucking nuts, dude. That guy don't give a shit. He's like, fuck you and you're fucking whatever.
Keep picking against him. I gotta
Yeah.
stop that.
And then Josh Thompson and Yoel Romero
Yeah.
got knockout of the nights. There were no submissions finishes. I believe this was a record or tied a record for most knockouts on any card in UFC history. So
Yeah.
pretty exciting.
A lot.
There's a lot of finishes. Pretty cool card. And everybody gets $50,000 on this card.
And let me say this. Come on, baby! Kick those daisies!
What?
Did you ever hear that song?
Yes.
Okay, then. They finally got back to the money shot.
Money shot?
Well, the ring card girls, when
Oh,
they went
the
back
ass-
to their seats.
Did they?
Oh, yeah.
I missed
I
it.
saw it.
I'm sorry.
But it seemed like they got less of those as you got more into the main event.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Maybe
they
that's
kept
why.
slowly fading those
As
out.
the audience gets bigger, the ass gets less.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Brittany Palmer, put some weight back on, girl.
Well, they're
Fucking
like
too goddamn
5'2".
skinny.
What do you expect?
She's skinny as shit. Beanpole style. Put some meat on those bones.
I want to see
some curvature. Yeah. Some big curvature.
Brazilian.
Apparently.
Like you were saying at one show, we need some contrast.
He's looking
man.
for like Shaniqua from the hood. Fucking
I'm just
like
saying.
all ass. There's like it's like she arrives and then her ass arrives like 2 minutes later.
We were at one of those local tournaments.
Yeah, it's like,
and
whoa.
we saw some lady like
Oh, yeah.
that, and I was like, "Oh,
Jesus Christ.
check that out.
Yeah.
That is interesting."
Yeah.
She likes cheeseburgers, and I'm a fan of cheeseburgers,
Yes.
or a lady who likes the cheeseburger.
That's what I had for dinner
Baconators.
tonight. I grilled up some
Put
cheeseburgers.
some bacon on that.
No, we didn't have bacon, unfortunately.
Bacon, fried egg. What else? Little avocado.
No, I didn't have any of that. But I had cheeseburgers.
Okay.
I'm gonna
fair
make
enough.
you some Yugoslavian specialty this year. I'm gonna make you some.
Done.
They're called chivapis. There's like a lamb,
Yakov Smirnoff.
beef, and fucking I think pork together,
Okay.
and then with seasoning,
You're
and
just
you
smoking
make
it
little
all,
like
right?
sausage links out of them on the grill. No, you don't smoke them. You just on the grill, and you chop up some onion and a little bit of bread. But you can have
Done.
your gluten-free bread. I'll have my
Excellent.
regular, and then you have to have some. It's called Ivar. It's some peppers, some like roasted pepper, like fucking shit.
I'm so hungry. I didn't eat dinner, Ingo, by the way.
Spread that. So you get like your
It's killing
bread
me.
and your onions and your meat, and you spread that shit out, and you just fucking eat it. It's good. I'm so excited. I can't wait to make that. It's gonna be awesome. I could buy them, but I'm afraid what they may put in them because I know you got the gluten thing.
we got to
So-
do natural.
We'll get it. I'll get a butcher to like make me the concoction of the different meats together, and I'll spice it myself, and I'll throw that shit on the grill. It's gonna be good.
Shit, yeah. I just got an eighth of a cow of grass-fed beef.
Did you?
Yeah,
I gotta get a freezer.
All the meat I got, it was ridiculous. I got this huge box, and then I got like a pound of some fat fucking bacon. I got 2 pounds of
What's that
raw
run you?
honey.
Kind of.
Oh, it was like $360, but it's cash.
You put it in the freezer.
Oh yeah. So I'll have to show you up. I got all sorts of different cuts of steak because I wanted to try all these different cuts of steaks, and it's like ribeye, sirloin, filet mignon,
How'd you get this hookup?
round. This is just from that website.
Okay.
I think it's like.
Let me know
Honored
how it is because
Prairie.
I really think I'm gonna get a freezer. It's like $100, $200.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out where to put it. That's the problem. I got too
Yeah.
many fucking kids' toys in my garage already. I gotta clear some out.
You can fit it in there easy.
All right.
It'll all work out.
Put it in my son's bedroom. Like, what's this, Daddy? Don't worry, it's the fucking freezer.
Don't
Just
go in there.
Well,
they have a lock on them. Mine has a lock. I don't have the key, but you can lock that shit down.
Stock it up. What is that humming noise in my bedroom? Don't worry, kid.
No worries.
It's just the freezer.
I'm sure the floor
you
can
misbehave.
handle
Your ass is going in there.
The 800 pounds of fucking dead meat or dead bodies that you're putting in there. I don't know how you're rolling over there.
I have a closet full of dead bodies.
We used to have a car that had the air ride suspension. It didn't have the normal shocks, so when it wasn't in service, like the back end would drop where it was almost on the ground, and people asked me, how many bodies do you have in the back?
About 22.
About 2.5. That's how I'm rolling.
Nice.
And then you could take speed bumps. I wouldn't recommend this, but you could take speed bumps about 80 miles an hour. And it was like nothing. The car would just eat those fuckers until you blow the air ride suspension out because you've taken too many.
80 miles an hour.
Fuck.
Oh,
It was fun. That's what you do in college.
I know. My buddy had a truck, and we used to fuck with campus safety. He got a truck with big fucking tires, and we used to try to fuck with. So we'd fuck with them, and then we'd run from them and go because we could go over the speed bumps really fast. And the guy's like driving like a regular car,
like a golf cart.
He can never keep up. So, yeah, we tried that a couple times, and then I think they got the license plate, and then we had to stop.
That's a problem. This is when you have a second license plate.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything, but anyways.
That was many years ago. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, this is all allegedly. Exactly.
Can't prove anything.
No.
And even if you can, it's fucking like 20 years ago, bitch, or at least 15 for you.
Yeah.
Probably 20 for me. You know, this year I will be turning 40.
Ooh.
By the way.
That means we need to plan something monumental for your
something.
40th
We're
birthday.
blowing something up in a firework way.
No. We need to go to Colorado, California, or Washington. Or all three.
It's going to be a road trip galore. We
Yeah.
should fucking drive it. We'll take the MMANUTS RV.
Jesus. Pick people up on the way?
Yeah, we can
like
go
a
state to state.
3 or 4 day. We should
be like
start
a
in
fucking
Colorado
party.
and drive to California and Seattle. And then fly back. Pick up fans along the way.
That'd
And
be
we should
awesome.
get fucked up. Like,
We're going to need a driver. So.
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe. This is a good idea. Ryan Smith, we're coming to get your ass.
Yeah.
And we should train MMA along the way. So like train and get fucked up, train.
Maybe that's what the RV should have, like a cage that just comes straight out of it.
There you
so,
go.
like retracts in
Train
and
MMA
out.
and then during the day and at night stripper poles.
Yeah, so our wives will be coming with us.
No.
Because they will approve.
I'll tell my wife, listen, Matt's turning 40. I need to go away for a week. What? Don't worry. Okay, this is strictly.
It's not a hall pass thing.
Not my fault.
It's
my fault.
just we're going away.
Matt's turning 40. I got to do this.
We'll videotape everything,
Mhm.
and 10% of it will make it to air.
Yes.
All right. Should we talk back to the fights before we tangent too much? I want to talk about Mike Beltran and his epic mustache. If you're gonna grow it down to your belly button, ponytail. That was
Epic.
a fucking boss. Man.
Epic sauce.
That was the way to go. And then I also want to mention that fucking Larkin got robbed in his fight.
I did not see that.
I had it 2 rounds to 1. Larkin for sure won that, and I would argue 3-0 on this fight because I went to Fight Metric because I had to break it down. I'm gonna go real fast here, so just try to stick with me as I put this graphic up. Round 1, Carmot lands 1 of 25 strikes, and he's 0 for 4 on takedowns. Larkin 11 to 30. Round 2, Carmot 8 of 35 strikes landed, 1 of 4 takedowns. Larkin 21 of 41 strikes landed. Round 3, Carmot 4 of 18 strikes landed, 1 of 4 takedowns. Larkin 4 of 17 strike landed. So overall, Carmot 13 of 78 strike landed, 2 of 11 takedowns. Larkin 36 of 88 strikes landed, plus at sub attempt he had a Kimura. And he almost fucking submitted him, but used it to sweep and then got the advantage position. Totally should have won it. Got fucking robbed. That's all I want to say about that.
Did not see. I'll take your word for it.
Trust me, he got fucking robbed.
All right. Fuck you. He got fucking
And that
robbed.
wasn't the first time that this GSP guy, trainer with her beer. And maybe it's because GSP is in the corner. Do you think that affects
Was he in the
judge's
corner for
decision?
real?
Yes. And he was growing some head hair.
GSP was?
Yeah.
Okay. Better than growing cock hair.
Is that good or bad?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
All right, so let's talk about this Brown meme. We kind of mentioned it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Jesus Christ, these guys want it. Matt Brown, I love it. He's mouth open. He just goes for broke. I keep picking against him, and I know not to now.
Yeah. Well, he's hot and cold. The guy's like hard to nail down. Like with his he's very streaky, and I mean, dude, the guy's no
He took
joke.
it on short notice too. He just came off that other win and just stepped in.
That guy's tough though too. I mean, this was a really rough fight.
It's a tough. It's a seasoned guy to go against.
Yes.
And when you're not used to someone coming at you full force,
Brown was like, "Fuck it, I'm winning this shit. I don't care." And he took a lot of shots in the process.
Yeah, it looked like the body. Like he could have worked that body on Brown a little bit more.
Yep.
Because he hurt him for sure. They were hurting each other.
Yes, they were.
And Brown throws up a triangle at one point, and he gets out.
He almost had it, but he got out, and then it was crazy. And I mean, hats off to both guys. Definitely, obviously, fight of the night. So, what do you think's next for Matt Brown?
I don't know. I have no idea. Is he top 10? Because some people are asking that.
Well, I think he's always been in the mix. It's just he goes, like I said, he's streaky. So he's like hot, he's cold. You kind of forget about him, but the dude's no joke. I mean, he's got really good, drinking the water out of your ice cubes.
Well, I need to get the fluoride first.
Oh, nice.
My ice cubes are fluoride.
Oh, they're fluoride laden. So, yeah, I mean, it's gonna be Brown's game. Unfortunately, he's streaky. So the next fight he may lose, but
hey, it'll be exciting.
Yes, it will.
He finishes fights, Ingo.
I
finished fights.
He finishes fights.
Right?
Yes.
We're gonna move right along.
Please.
I don't have next fights for everybody.
Josh Thompson versus Nate Diaz.
Hopefully, I didn't check my slides.
So yeah, wow. Josh Thompson. He may have come in the best shape, in the best game plan I've ever seen this guy fight at.
He has some pretty sweet hair.
Is that too? He's looking all like Tom Cruise like or something.
Were you singing Highway to the Danger Zone there?
Sort of. Yeah. I was like, wow, this is like bringing me back to 1989. When was that movie? 89, 88?
So, yeah, probably 88.
Well,
it's your movie. You should know these things.
That movie. I used to watch that so many times, but I forgot when it was made. It was like 89, 88.
It's all good. I'll just give you that. That's all I can remember.
Yeah. But wow. I mean, I was pretty impressed.
Barrow? Is he fighting?
No, I said, but wow.
Oh, okay.
Nate Diaz, how the fuck does this guy take these headshots? Oh my god!
Well, I'll tell you, the first time it was foot, right? And then what did Joe Rogan say?
He ate it like a pancake.
Fuck yeah, he did. And then the second time, well, you gotta appreciate the strategy. I don't know if you mentioned that because I was drinking my fluoride, so I might have got stupid. Of how he approached the fight cerebrally. Look at me use the big words. With the kicking game. He didn't throw many punches that first round, and when he did, I yelled at him, "Don't box with the Diaz.
Just
throw
kick
the fucking kicks." Very smart game plan.
Kick him in the leg.
Fuck yeah, he
fucked up his
too.
knee. I want to say that I think Diaz has a fucked up knee. Diaz, front leg is fucked up for sure. He buckled him a couple of times. Right?
Yeah. So. And then the second round, he landed the head kick a little more flush. It was all shin. And fucking, that was brutal. The first time I think I've ever seen like Nate rocked, just like stumbling, bumbling. And then he
hasn't been stopped. When was it? I'm trying.
It was like his seventh fight or something.
He hasn't been stopped since fucking a long time ago. Shit.
You gotta go way back.
He got submitted like by Hermes Franca, like way back. Everything else has been decisions. I mean, dude, he's never been knocked out. I don't think. So
no, because when I was thinking of a Diaz, I'm like, he's never been knocked out and he's never been submitted.
Oh, he's not got knocked out once.
But he did have an early TKO in his career.
Yeah. So, I mean,
it was fucking impressive, man.
It was, and his brother threw the towel in.
When you were telling me this, which I don't know.
So yeah, he threw the towel, and rightfully so, because I think that Nick has always said that they're in this game for overall health. And they want to maintain. He wants to maintain his body after the fact. And as crazy as Nick fucking is, I think he understands, like, that's why he does the triathlons and all that.
Mm.
Like, it's a means to an end, and he's not trying to be, like, retarded after he fights. So, although he may be retarded anyways.
Before he fights?
I don't know.
What are you implying?
I'm just saying.
902.
No, I love me some Diaz action, but I'm just saying, I mean, brother, it's got to be tough, dude, to see your brother. Because you know.
It's tough to watch your brother fight.
You know what he can take and what he can't take. And as Nick, you got to say, like, you're like fucking Nate. Like, you know that he's never going to stop. You know, it's like, reminds me of like the BJ Penn GSP fight where they didn't want to come out for was it fourth round, I think?
The fifth. It ended at the fourth, yeah.
They were like, we didn't want to come out.
He's done.
Because they just know he's done. Like, but BJ would come back out. And Nate would have kept going. But Nick's like, fuck that. Stop the fight. And actually, that is illegal to do in MMA. It's officially against the rules. You cannot throw in the towel.
Why?
I don't know. It's weird.
It sounds like your corner should be able to protect you, because if that's a rule, I protest it.
Yeah, you can't. It's in the rule.
What
book.
if I jump in the octagon then?
I don't know what
If you're not gonna fucking stop it, I'll jump in and
Well,
stop
I mean, at the end of the day, a stoppage is who cares? Like, so if you stop the fight and then you
the
get
corner should be able to stop the fight.
Yes,
and I think that's a great move, because there are beatings that can be put on you that change your career. Once you get beat to that point where you've got the what is it like? You look at the Diego Sanchez when he fought BJ Penn, and he got that mean mug beat off of him.
yeah.
Like, someone should have stopped that shit at some point.
Yep.
You got to stop fights at some point.
Mm-hmm. And Keith, our friend Keith always says that. He says, you know, sometimes you just got to stop it because you don't want to let a guy like totally lose his confidence and get beat to shit.
You get shell shocked.
Yeah.
And you come back in and you don't recover from some of those beatings sometimes.
Yep.
So next for these people, for Diaz, he is talking about going up to 170. I think that's fucking nonsense.
It's a mistake.
Every time he goes up to 170, it's like a strong wrestler will beat him 10 out of 10 times. So he needs to stay at 55.
Agreed.
I was thinking, what if you take him and like a Joe Lozon?
Sure. Be interesting.
Fucking scrap down, man.
Boston versus 209. It's like East versus West. That'd be awesome.
What is that? What was the big East-West fucking throwdown back in it? Was that Tupac and Biggie?
Well, that ended in someone dying.
So. It ended in both, right?
Yes.
Yeah. These things happen in MMA?
Rap battles?
I don't know. It's not good, whatever it is. And then next for Thompson, I don't know, because everyone seems to be tied up, like all the top 10 guys at 55, so we're going to kind of have to see what's going to happen with fights that are already happening. He may be a good person to take a fight on short notice if someone drops out.
Yes.
I don't, unless you have someone else for him. I don't have anything.
For which guy? Diaz?
No, Thompson.
Well, I mean, you know, he
can't have a title shot. That's
why not?
The problem. Because they already said that Henderson is going to fight the winner of Gray Maynard versus TJ Grant.
It's nonsense. Let him fight Thompson.
I'd be cool with that.
Yeah, dude.
They've already announced the fight, though.
Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks. So, you want to talk about the next fight? The best fight on the fucking card?
Do it.
Are you doing grocery? Oh, you're bidding. Sorry.
I'm like,
what are you doing?
eBay.
He's trying to win over there.
Grocery shopping. I just lost one of the things I was trying.
Motherfuckers.
Fucking last second. I hate eBay.
Well,
Fuck
they
you.
wait. They wait till... I usually wait till 10 seconds, and then I...
He overpaid, so fuck that asshole.
He didn't win the big black cock.
I can buy it new for cheaper than he just bid on that shit, so whatever. Cormier versus Frank Mir. Man, I have to say...
Go ahead.
I feel like Cormier came in this fight with a lot of hype, and unfortunately, he didn't deliver. I don't
know what the problem was? And he said it himself. He got the fucking jitters. He got the UFC jitters.
Really?
Yep. He said this was the first time he fucking got nervous for a fight. He said, you know, I did the Olympics. I've done all this other shit, and then I showed up, and I was fucking nervous today.
Okay.
And I don't get nervous.
Yeah. Well, he just he did like the Randy Couture. He ground Frank out, and my hat's off to Frank Mir for having the gas tank to last 3 rounds. I expected him to freaking, after the first 2 minutes of that, I was like, oh, here goes Frank. He's going to get tired. He's going to get knocked out or something. But no, dude, he had the stamina to continue. Unfortunately, he just looked slow. I mean,
Oh my
just
God.
like,
It was so, like you were talking before, it was so fucking telegraphed
Yep.
that Cormier could see that shit coming, right? Like,
he kept
so
doing it like
I'm
1,
Frank
2,
Mir throwing
1, 2,
throwing a
uppercut,
strike, and how many shots does he get hit with?
like 3,
Before
4.
before it's even
Yeah.
like gets off. Like, fuck, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Do you think Greg Jackson helped or hurt Frank Mir's
well,
game?
obviously his cardio is way improved, so I'm sure he helped. The problem is that Cormier had the right strategy, I guess. He put Frank against the cage, so there's no chance for Frank pulling guard. He's not going to get it to the ground. You know,
There's
there's
kind of like Carwin, right? He put him against the cage, but he didn't get the KO, right? So the question is the power there for Cormier
I don't
at
think
heavyweight? The speed fucking definitely
Speed's
is, but
he should drop a
is the
weight
power
class.
there?
I know that he says he's not out of. He needs to drop to 205 for sure.
He's only 235.
Yeah, I mean,
and
it
he's
should
he's a chubby
he's a little chubby.
235.
He can definitely make 205, and I don't know, maybe his speed is not such an advantage at 205, but
I think he's still got it.
yeah,
205. He
he's
looks
got a great
fast,
wrestling. You know, hats off to Frank for not getting taken down or anything like that, really, and just. But unfortunately, I don't know, man. It may be just time to. He's been up against the best. He's fought for the title. He's had the title twice.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, dude.
What else does he have to prove?
Nothing.
Maybe he makes a move to 205.
No, Jesus Christ. No, the
Super heavyweight.
Brock
Just
Lesnar
juice
thing's
out
fucked
of your
him up.
mind. TRT for the win and go.
I
Come
think he'd be a
on.
great coach. Or what did you say he should do instead of coaching? You liked him as a commentator, was that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take Kenny Florian's spot. If you want to do that full time, I'll fucking support you 353%.
It's a lot of percentage.
It's like Mir 353.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna make a
it
shirt.
just doesn't seem like he's never going to fight for the title again. I just don't see it happening. I just really don't.
Well, he can't use his his biggest strength, his biggest weapon is his jiu-jitsu.
Yep.
And if he can't get to the ground, we've got problems, right?
Yes.
I mean, it worked. He used his striking effectively against Chieck Kongo because he was able to rock him, drop him. I think he guillotined him, if I remember correctly, but he was able to use the jiu-jitsu. But if he can't get the guys to the ground with wrestling, we seem to have a problem,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So, I don't know. I don't want to see him retire. I want to see him keep fighting. I think a good matchup for him, and you think this doesn't make sense, but him and Stefan Struve.
Jesus.
Fucking, he has a shot there. If you want to see Mir win, he could maybe win the firefight if they're fucking exchanging,
Sure.
possibly. But you don't see much of the ground battles
No,
in heavyweight, do you?
not really.
Seems like it's mostly knockouts.
Mir Nogueira
right?
was one of the most epic ones that I
Yeah,
recall.
that was fun.
So
I
I'd like
enjoyed
to
it.
see a replay of that, maybe. Stefan Struve versus Mir. Two so-so strikers that have great ground games. One strong and old school, and one lengthy and new school. Let's see what happens.
Screw that.
I like it.
I'll throw another one out. After Nogueira and Verdum fight, how about,
Mir Verdum?
I was going to say Nogueira Mir 3?
Oh, Jesus. No thanks.
He's beat him once by knockout. He's beat him once by submission. What will happen the third time?
Decision!
Yeah.
I
The
don't
only
know.
other way to win, unless
Yeah.
it's a DQ from a dirty blow.
Yeah.
Dirty blow.
Yep.
And next for Cormier, I think he drops to 205. I
sure.
think he should drop to 205. And I think a perfect fight for him at 205 is Ryan Bader.
Okay.
Fucking, let's wrestle. The guy can knock you out. He can knock you out. Speed will probably
Mama
win.
said knock you out.
Where is Mr. Cool J?
I'm gonna knock you
nowadays?
out.
Wasn't there a problem recently? Didn't he look like that one ex-cop that got shot dead?
I have no clue.
Remember that other guy that had that whole police hunt where the police were shooting up cars that thought they looked like this cop that went rogue?
Don't recall.
Jesus Christ. It was in California.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Now I recall.
He recalls.
Barely. Vaguely.
Barely.
He was crazy. Fuck all these crazy
Huggy bear.
fuckers. I think you should just line them all up and just shoot them all dead.
I'm okay with that.
Fucking crazy
I think
fuckers.
you should take a cinder block and drop it on their testicle sack first,
Sure.
and then do with them.
Pull
what
out their
you will.
fingernails and then dip them in lemon juice.
Oh, okay. What the hell was I watching the other day where they were taking a guy's some guy had like hurt his finger. Oh, it was Deadliest Catch. Guy had smashed his finger and it was like all swollen. And they're heating up the needle and fucking keep sticking it in and then like popping it and blood's just pouring out. And they're like, oh, we didn't get enough. Hit it again. So they light it up again, stick it in. And they're like, oh, we didn't get enough. Let's do it a third time. And they stick it in again. I'm like, Jesus Christ, stop doing that. Oh my God.
That's brutal.
I'm going to fucking throw up, but it's awesome. This is good TV. This is really good TV.
Sounds terrible. I don't want to watch it.
Fucking Deadly. It's like all these shows. It's all the same thing. They just keep repeating and repeating, and people keep eating it up.
Not this show.
It's the same. No, this show changes every
ridiculous week. And not ridiculous. And
I want to be more ridiculous than serious. Although we make valid points, but I want to be semi-retarded at the same time.
Drink more. Just start sucking on your bottle over there. That'll help.
Because I think fun is more fun than fun.
More fun.
Does that make sense?
Sure.
I'm going to piss my pants.
Speaking of more fun, Gilbert Melendez.
This was the best fight on the card.
Benson Henderson.
Okay, can I just yell one thing?
Go ahead.
Fix your fucking hair, you motherfucker.
Who?
Ben Henderson. You son of a bitch. Don't ponytail that. I don't advocate the cornrows, but Jesus Christ, how many times did you fix your hair and you got fucking punched in the face while you're trying to do so? And then you couldn't see, so you're squinting-eyed like you're Joe Rogan high as fuck while he's doing his comedian stuff. Yeah. Oh, I can't see you. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Fuck, that shit was pissing me off. He took
rounds 1 and 2 off, and Melendez brought the fight to him and fucking balls to the wall. What about Melendez? This is like a different fighter we saw in this fight.
You got to credit him. That fucker's tough as shit.
Came out crazy.
Good game plan. Yes. Came forward, pushed Henderson backwards.
For the first 2 rounds.
Seems like there's a strategy in there. It seemed like we learned how to beat, excuse me for a second, how to beat Henderson in this fight.
Yes.
1, pull his ponytail out.
Yep. Did you do that on purpose?
I don't know. He didn't get it all the way out, but you should just grab it and pull it out. You'll win. You can see shit coming at him. And then 2, make him go backwards. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
He doesn't work well.
He got in his grill for the first 2 rounds and went balls to the wall. I don't know what happened in the third. It's like Gil,
he said it himself. He took his foot off the gas pedal.
I don't know why.
Maybe he was trying to pace himself.
Yeah.
But I think one of the problems that we're seeing is that the Cesar Gracie camp, they do not have a good corner man to tell the fighter what he needs to do to win.
Yeah.
It's almost like you have Rampage in your corner to say, kick his ass, man! Come on, Mike, go out there and knock him the fuck out. That's great, but tell me, what am I doing right and what am I doing wrong? I need exact directions, not a general kick his ass.
Yep.
And that's what they seem to be getting. And like you're probably ahead on rounds right now. You could probably take the next 2 rounds off.
Yeah.
And you'll still win this fight.
I had Melendez winning 1 and 2 and losing 3, 4, and 5. 5 was very close. What are your thoughts?
I don't remember exactly. I just will tell you this. Henderson did not win round 1.
No.
And from there, I give Henderson 3 and Melendez 2.
Okay.
I can't recall.
Okay. Well, I think the controversial round was the 5th. People were talking about like who won, whatever. But
nobody went for it in the 5th.
No,
I think Dana White said that too. It's like, you have a title fight, and here's another thing I got to mention. How many times does Ben Henderson need to go to fucking decision? I think this may be part of the problem with conditioning, right? Is that you're not finishing, and that's somewhat to GSP's problem, is that you have a guy that's in great condition, but he does not finish.
Correct.
Another guy that's in great condition, but does not finish. So do you trade finishing for conditioning?
Maybe.
It seems like it in those guys' cases, but...
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean, but it was a good fight. I liked it. I thought it was pretty epic. And hats off to Melendez. Like I said, that's a different guy than I remember from Strikeforce. He brought that shit. And you know what about... You mentioned since they're already going to make the Henderson fight with Maynard, whoever wins that shit. What about Melendez, Josh Thompson?
Well, they kind of should make that because the last fight between them was a split decision that many people said Thompson won that fight.
Right. Myself included.
Yourself.
Yes.
I don't remember it offhand. So
I thought Thompson won. And it'd be interesting to see that. I don't know. part of me wants to see Melendez fight somebody, new as well. So.
Well, the only other person I think that's available that's top ranked would be Jim Miller.
Ooh, that's
a sick fight too.
Interesting. I like it.
Because Big Bird will probably agree with that. That's all I'm saying about that.
No. Terrible. Okay.
Hey, what about this? The one judge that scored it for Melendez had some Cesar Gracie ties. What do you feel about that?
I don't know. Biased, unbiased.
He's a brown belt under Cesar Gracie.
Who knows?
He was pictured with his arm around Cesar Gracie. You tell
Yes.
me that's not a problem?
Well,
I think he shouldn't have reffed that fight.
the commission should know about this, and they should
There should be a
avoid
big
any
fucking
potential
problem.
conflict of interest in the future, and make sure that those kind of things don't happen. Whether he was or was not influenced by that, no one knows. But you would think, in the respect of the sport, that the judge should be impartial. But yet we are human beings, and therefore we are not impartial.
True that.
So I'm going to go ahead and say that he was probably, influenced by that. So
True that.
I would be.
You have to. How can you not
Come
be?
on. All right.
You're trying to do a solid to your buddies.
You're like,
Come on.
well, maybe you won that round, but maybe you didn't. But
That's right.
it's all right. You won.
And then you might look at the other guy. Are you sure you want to give that decision to Henderson and not to this guy? And then the other thing, what about the fucking cunty fans booing Ben Henderson proposing to his girlfriend?
Well,
That was
it
fucking
sucks,
bunk.
but at the same time, when you're there, if you're far away, do you really understand what's happening in the cage?
If you see him down on one knee, you should be able to assume,
Maybe.
if you're smart enough.
Well,
that
you're
he's
giving
fucking
the average
proposing.
MMA fan quite a lot of credit. I'm not sure that.
I'm pretty sure if I was up in the rafters and I see a man down on his knee and he says, I need to see something
Big black
about
cock.
a lady.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, at that
out.
point, some guys are pretty well hammered. Maybe they don't understand what's going on.
Fuck that girl.
I don't know.
Come on, baby. Kick those daisies.
That's a first, though. I thought, has that ever happened? I
No.
don't recall. Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, I guess.
Whatever. I don't know.
It just seemed curious. I'm just going to say that.
Bi-curious?
Hey, whatever floats your boat.
Okay.
Hey, to use one of your phrases, let your freak flag fly.
Thank you.
Did I get it right?
Yes.
Awesome. I got a piss.
All right.
Let's take a TV timeout. And back like magic. UFC 159. Where is this going down?
New Jersey.
It's not at the. What the fuck is that? The Metronome? That's in
Metronome.
Detroit. What's the one in Madison Square Garden?
No.
It's not in New York. They didn't approve it, and it doesn't. Oh, Dana White made a pretty good point. He said, it's funny that the culinary union is arguing so hard against the UFC being in New York. Why don't they do that in Vegas?
Argue against it in Vegas?
Yeah, it's kind of funny.
It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, it is. Are you winning yet? Did you
No.
win?
I lost everything.
They closed it at like the perfect time to fuck you.
Assholes. I hate this shit. Fuck you, eBay.
It's all good.
All right.
So, when is this one? This one's like in
A couple days.
6 days or something.
Yeah. April 27th, New Jersey. Headlined by Sonnen versus Jones. And I say that in reverse order on purpose because fuck you, John Jones. I mean, not really.
Why? He is the fucking greatest promoter the UFC has ever seen this side of the fucking Mississippi, Ingo.
He doesn't need to promote fights. Says he doesn't do
He
anything.
doesn't have to.
Doesn't
Why
need
does he?
to.
He can just grow a beard.
Yes.
Is that not enough?
Epic. I love it.
Working on it.
They're sucking each other's dick on the Tough Show, and then now Jones is all mean mugging.
They're all,
and shit.
yeah, they were so buddy. And then they probably coached him like, you know what? You need to go back to not being buddy. You need to go back to your Rashad Evans persona hating person.
Yep.
Okay. Let's get in the first fight. All right, we got Phil. Does he have it?
Mr. Wonderful.
Thank you. The Condor or something. Davis. He is 10-1 versus Vinny.
Pezao.
Magalhaes. He is 10-5. Davis, 20% of his wins by KO, 40% by submission. Vinny, 20% by KO, 80% by submission. Do Do you think this fight will be a stand-up war because each guy will be, well, I'd say Vinny's probably not afraid to test his jiu-jitsu, but I think Davis was probably afraid to test his wrestling.
Well, I don't know, because you know what? I feel like Davis can dictate where the fight happens. That's the question.
That's always the important
So
thing.
it's like, what does he want to really do? Because neither guy is really great at striking, but I mean, Vinny is like really bad. I want to say his stand-up.
Yeah, I remember Bader knocking him out, right?
His stand-up is not
for sure
so good.
Vinny would win.
Yeah.
But then Vinny went over to M1 and just, he ran through everybody, but that's M1.
Yep.
So it's tough to see what's going to happen here. When I look at this fight, I want to see Davis use his wrestling, and I want to see Davis throw his strikes with confidence, because it seems when he throws his strikes, he's very hesitant.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope he's wearing his pink shorts, because those are hot. Pink shorts are hot.
Yeah.
Here, that's big for 2013.
Okay. Pink is in.
Yeah, pink's the new black.
Nice.
Anyway, go on.
I mean, I don't know. This is the first time Davis has faced a grappler of this caliber. I mean, you got a like ADCC champion. I think what else did Vinny win? He won like fucking some other worlds, and I mean the guy's pretty fucking accomplished in his jiu-jitsu background.
He trains like Sonnen and people.
Yeah, and you know it's just like I don't know. I'm trying to decide. I feel like Vinny has enough on the ground to win this fight, and I feel like Davis's stand-up is just not good enough to really finish Vinny, even though he's not as good as he should be at this level. But I feel like at some point this fight hits the ground, and the skill level of Vinny is going to show. And Davis is, maybe Davis gets cocky and he's like, "Fuck that! I've submitted dudes. This guy don't scare me."
He's gonna make I'm gonna come over. What is it, Mr. Wonderful You?
Yes.
Mr. Moraka,
yeah, I don't think Vinny.
Was.
I think he doesn't understand the level of grappler he's dealing with, and maybe Davis is dumb enough to.
I don't know. Wrestling beats jiu-jitsu 9 times out of 10.
I agree with you, but the thing is jiu-jitsu takedowns.
I thought you would give me more argument on that.
I
was just throwing out nonsense there.
No, I'm about to make my point.
Okay.
I'm saying jiu-jitsu takedowns are different than wrestling.
True.
Like, they do
Damian
shit from,
Maya.
They do. Yeah, there's like weird spots and kind of crazy like takedowns they do, and I think Vinny's going to be able to get this to the ground whether Phil wants to be there or not. And once it hits the ground, I'm going to say he finishes via submission. I'm predicting like a late first, early second. I feel like Mr. Phil Davis just doesn't know what he's dealing with here.
I don't know. Did you here's a good stat for you. Did you know George Bush has beaten Vinny?
What?
Oh yeah, one of his first fights, George Bush beat Vinny.
The official?
Not the official, but I just like to throw it out.
Mr. President.
It's pretty cool when you have a guy named George Bush, but you would hope you have beaten that guy.
You should come out with a huge bush. Wear like tights and his fucking ball hair is just hanging out everywhere.
Like, Jesus fuck, man.
Look at that guy's bush.
like if you were Dennis Hallman, maybe you would have been Dennis Ballman if you fucking were bushed out.
That'd be so gross. That'd be awesome, though.
I swear I've seen that somewhere. Didn't someone...
The Hangover, maybe, or something? Or I don't know.
I swear there was something where it was like Bush. I'm sure someone will...
My phone going off again.
Jesus Christ. You're killing the show, Ingo.
No.
Killing it.
That's my wife, actually.
Okay, so this one's legit. You're all right, then.
Yeah. My daughter's been sick, so...
It's all good.
She said she got a fever still, but
when you're talking in the 103-plus range, any text you're going to take about your daughter is okay. I'm not going to give you shit about
carry
that.
On.
So.
I'm still with you.
I'm going to have to take Davis in this fight because I will throw some more UFC jitters back at Vinny because I know he fought once already in UFC and he won again. But I think this is a larger stage this time. Will you buy that for $1?
Well,
I throw it out there.
Definitely.
And I think this is a fight that Vinny talked himself into because...
Yeah, there's a lot of Twitter shit back and forth.
Going back and forth, and Phil was just kind of like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I think this is a fight where wrestling will be jiu-jitsu, but I think it'll be the striking of Davis that will catch Vinny. So I think I'm going to take Davis by probably a third-round TKO. I know I'm going out on a limb, but feeling it. Take that, Magic 8 Ball.
Survey says
we're getting in and out. It's going to take Phil Davis. Take that. He's choking.
It's that
Are you okay?
chipotle pepper.
Yeah, goddamn Chipotle. I would drink that if I could, but I can't.
Yeah,
and I won't.
This is good. Clown Shoes. These guys make a lot of good mixed brews. I recommend you guys check them out. It's called Luchador and Fuego, and it's kind of spicy. It's like a spicy stout.
It's kind of like gangbangerific.
Sure.
It's like
the Mexican gangbang.
Those are the best because they wear the luchador mask.
Yes, right.
With the horn. I should wear mine one show. I still have it somewhere.
Didn't you wear it for one show? I thought you did.
I might have. I don't know.
you
We've
did.
done 3 years worth of shows.
Who knows?
Way.
I'm just hitting myself in the leg.
It's all good. It'll be over soon.
It feels good.
Just go into the light.
It feels good.
Go into the light. It keeps telling me about this dream.
I'm telling you.
Go into
There's a
the
dream I
light.
have about a light and the two of us. I'm not sure what that means.
Are we insects?
Maybe.
Maybe we're insects. It's a bug zapper. Just go into it. Or it's poltergeist.
Yeah.
Go into the light.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll set you free. It's all good. All right, we got Roy.
Big country!
Nelson, he is 18-7 versus Chieck. Your cup, Congo, he's 18-7-2. Nelson, 61% of his wins by KO, 28% by submission. Congo, 56% by KO, 17% by submission. What do you see going on here?
This is interesting.
How so?
I feel like Roy Nelson has improved his stand-up over the last few fights, slowly but surely.
He's actually using combinations versus single strikes.
Yes, thank
I'll
you.
agree with that.
And I have always thought that here's a guy who's been way under people's radar. He's out of shape looking. He's not that dangerous looking. He doesn't seem like menacing. Whereas you look at a guy like Congo, like if you're not an MMA fan and you look at this matchup like on the screen, you're going to say
scary.
the fucking black guy is going to kill the white guy. But here's the thing. Nelson is very dangerous on the ground.
Well,
Congo is like a
do you
fish out
think
of
we're
water.
ever going to see Nelson on the ground? Because I was looking back or just thinking about all his fights, and really you haven't seen him play ground since he fought Mir, and that was a little bit of ground. But really, if you want to go back to like nuts and bolts, soup, and whatever, it's the Ultimate Fighter show.
Yes.
When he was crucifixing everybody and then like just ground and pounding them out.
Yeah.
Use your ground. Right?
No, I mean, I don't think people want to take it there because he's very dangerous there. And for Congo, he's like a fish out of water when he hits the ground, especially if he's on his back. But the one factor here is that Congo likes to stand and bang, he's a striker. But Nelson is very dangerous with that right hand, and he's caught guys numerous times with that thing.
It's like a first round. You better be wary of that fucking thing because many of fools have gotten knocked out in the first round.
Struve,
Roy Nelson.
Mr. Colorado. Chob. Who else?
You can go down
Mitrione. I mean, he's knocked dudes.
Did he knock him out or did he decision him?
I
don't remember.
I
think he knocked him out.
He did.
You're
He
right.
knocked him out. So, I mean, Nelson is no
He
joke.
took it on short notice.
He doesn't look menacing. It's the scare. That's the thing. And Congo looks like this fucking like gladiator type dude. I just feel like Congo doesn't have the overall skill level to win this fight. Nelson's way more skilled, and I'm going to go ahead and pick him by knockout in the late first round.
Who?
Nelson.
Okay.
I say Nelson finishes Congo. I think Congo's biggest strength is the ground and pound, and I don't think he gets it there. He's not going to get it there. And if he does, Nelson will submit him. So knockout, Roy Nelson, first round.
Well, I think if Congo was smart, you got to look at how can you beat Roy Nelson, and you can't knock this motherfucker out.
Feed
with
him
strikes.
donuts.
You can't knock him out with strikes to the head. So
nope.
You
Or to the
either
body.
attack him to the body, right, or work the leg kicks.
Yeah.
And Congo could do that. The question is, will he do that, or will he try some weird game plan where sometimes who was he fighting? Was it Cain Velasquez, where he was arguably winning the stand-up, and then he decides to go for the fucking takedowns, right?
Yeah. I think.
Like, what are you doing, dude? And it seems like Congo's chin has gotten a little questionable of late because I can even remember Frank Mir dropping him. But again, we are in a heavyweight division where you're talking a game of inches, and pretty much anybody can drop anybody unless you're Roy Nelson or Mark Hunt because you're got a fucking cinder block for a head and you're not gonna get knocked out or dropped.
Those two should fight.
They shouldn't. That would be a fucking awesome fight. I'll lobby for that. But after Hunt knocks out Dos Santos, he should get a title shot. So I'll say it here first. So back to this fight, I just think that I hate to say that someone's a gatekeeper, but it seems like Congo, that's his status. And I'm not saying that Big Country is this fucking threat for the title, but it seems like he has more tools in the toolbox, and I haven't said that one in a while, to win this fight than Chieck Kongo does. So I think it's going to be a first-round KO for Mr. Nelson, and I will leave it at that.
All right, we agree.
Yeah, shocker.
Scary.
It is. Reply is hazy. Ask again. Reply is hazy. Ask again. Reply is hazy. Ask again. Magic 8 Ball is also going to take Roy Nelson. How do you feel about that?
I think that's scary.
I don't know. You're just looking at all your, I'll bid.
I'm paying attention.
Yeah.
I am. I'm really.
Totally are. You're totally not ruining the show.
I'm not.
I'm just gonna drink more now.
That's fine.
Try to keep pace.
I'm with you, dude. Don't worry. MMA HQ has some mini focus mitts for top flight.
I unsubscribed since
they send me lots of emails.
since we're no longer affiliated with the HQ.
Oh, they're sorry I didn't win my video game, but there's always more on eBay.
Yeah, check out this one, you motherfuckers.
Fuck you, eBay. I was seriously till the last minute. I was the top bidder, and all of a sudden I got a thing that says you've been outbid, and I go to check. It's already too late. Bullshit.
Well, there's two ways to play the bidding game. You can either put your max bid in early, or you wait till like the last 10 seconds.
Well, when we're doing a live show, I can't fuck around.
Well, that's why you got to go in with your top bid and let it auto bid for you.
I went in with my top bid. The guy
I don't want
like
to share
said,
my technique on camera.
The guy
camera.
overpaid. That's all I'm saying. He overpaid.
I'm just saying. And if you want to bid it off number. Don't ever bid at a straight 100. Always bid 101 and then point like 03.
Gotcha. Good plan.
That's a buyer technique that I've learned over many years of buying and online auctioning. You take that to the bank.
I will take it.
Cha-ching. All right, you ready for this next fight?
Yes.
All right, this is my fucking... let's get started. We got Michael,
the coach.
Bisping, he's 23-5 versus Allen,
the talent.
Belcher, he's 18-7. Bisping, 61% of his wins by KO, 17% by submission. Belcher, 50% of his wins by KO, 39% by submission. Okay, I've been waiting for this fight for like fucking 3 years, and can we get pride rules? Can I get pride rules? God damn it! Come on, Dana White! Pride rules, please! Pride rules.
I love your Caillou.
Hey, it's just a premonition of things to come, my
brother.
brother.
It's not going to happen.
You know, there's been some smack talk going back and forth, and I'm going to say that Mr. Bisping had started this a while ago when he kept talking shit when Belcher lost his fight to, I think, Okami, and it's like throwing all this shit at him. This seems like a karma fight to me. Those in glass houses should not throw stones.
Or big Blackhawks.
Ooh, I didn't think of that. What about the tattoo bet? What about the car bet? There's all sorts of bets going back and forth.
Which bet is real, which is fake, which is legal, which is illegal? Is there actually a bet?
I don't think there's any. I don't think any has been accepted. I think each guy has thrown out one.
Whose balls are bigger?
Both have chose to ignore them.
I see.
Bisping has slipped and fell off a table once.
Probably.
That was on the Ultimate Fighter show.
That's right.
Against
ping pong table.
If I was smart, I will throw a video up of that because I'd like to see him fall over and over and over.
You hate this man.
I do not hate him. I dislike him immensely.
Okay.
He does not a fan of one of my favorite fighters, Alan Belcher.
Oh,
I'll tell you this. For Bisping to win this fight, what does he have to do? He has to, we'll flip the coin. If Belcher does not knock Michael Bisping out in the first round, I think he's going to blow his load. And, yeah, just blah, and exude all his cardio. And I think that could be a detriment if he doesn't get the knockout. Because I think in rounds 2 and rounds 3, Michael Bisping will just jab and run. He'll fucking just jab him to death. The only way I think he beats Belcher is that way, or the other way to beat Belcher is the Okami way. But I don't think Michael Bisping has the skills to take fucking Belcher down and hold him down. Not going to happen.
Maybe. Maybe not.
I think karma. I think this is a fight where Michael Bisping reaps what he's sowed for a couple of years now. And the other thing that Bisping has going against him is that anytime he fights a top 10 opponent, he loses, and he loses badly. You can look at Vitor Belfort. You can look at Dan Henderson.
TRT.
You can look at... Oh, he's on it?
No, I'm saying. Those are guys on TRT.
So you have to be a top 10 fighter to be on TRT?
No, I'm saying he's lost to guys on TRT.
Well, guess what? Mr. Belcher is number 10.
But he's not on TRT.
So
And Bisping has never lost twice in his career.
Oh my God, then he will knows.
He's never lost twice in his career.
It's a karma fight, Ingo. You can't beat karma.
Yeah, you can.
Karma's a motherfucker.
You can't
It's
hate
like
the man.
Scooby Snacks.
You can't hate the man. Dude, both of these guys are very talented in all aspects of the game. This is the first time that I recall in a long time where I'm not sure what's going to happen. Because both good strikers, both good wrestlers, both good submission guys, very talented. I feel like this could go either way. But I want to say that Bisping has the cardio advantage.
I'll give you that.
And I want to say with the whole head game thing right now, Belcher's high on confidence. But I want to say that Bisping is playing the mind games by not engaging him in his bullshit. And just
He's backed off. Cause you know why?
Like,
Belcher even said it himself. He said he thinks Bisping's afraid.
Nah.
Because the harder he's talked, the harder he's got knocked out. Because look at the guys he talked really hard on. And Belfort.
Right. Well, all on TRT.
It doesn't matter. Those guys are old. They need that shit.
They do. Okay.
Right. Fucking everybody needs that shit.
Okay.
You know what? I think I should go on TRT.
You should, and as should I. But then we'd have to stop drinking.
That's not going to happen. But as a scientific experiment, maybe we won't go TRT to the full extent. Maybe we'll go to a little less and a safer level, but just enough to give us an edge.
Okay.
Wink, wink.
Wink. Yeah. No, I
know who you are.
I feel like this.
I feel like I should double tap on that one.
This should go to a decision, man. I don't think Belcher finishes Bisping. I think it gets out of the first round. Belcher will lose his cardio, and Bisping will have a major cardio. Bisping very good.
Heart attack.
Bisping's a very good wrestler.
Grabber,
He's a guy who can dictate where the fight goes. I think a lot of guys don't give him credit for what he's able to do in a fight. I mean, he's fought some of the top level Vanderlei Silva. He's been in the mix.
He lost to him too, didn't he?
He did, but that was a good fight. And
was he top 10 at the time? Vanderlei.
Yeah.
He wasn't on the TRT.
No,
that man doesn't need it.
Maybe he
was.
So maybe he wasn't. I don't know. I'm not there. Okay.
Who will fucking
as he pours himself another Captain Morgan and
whatever
stevia, or whatever you're drinking.
Yeah, non-caffeinated.
It looks like it's gonna be nice and warm for you now.
I'm sure that will not come out like that. Look at her.
So good.
Straight on my assholes.
So therefore, I'm taking Bisping via decision.
Good for you. That's blasphemy, Ingo. This is House Belcher. How dare you?
Can I say one thing before you continue? I think this has potential for fight of the year. Both of these guys are very skilled, and
Ingo's good at picking those. By the way, he's better at picking those than picking fights. So take his word for
this
that.
This matchup is very interesting. They're both really, really high-level MMA guys all around, and I think it's going to be good. Scrappy as fuck. It's going to be exciting. So,
who's going to get spit on first?
I don't know.
That's spit on you. Spit on you.
I don't know. Because, dude, Belcher, fucking surprised me against Magalhaes with his...
Look at it. Well, you gotta admire the balls on that motherfucker for going in a ground game and almost throwing a twister down on Magalhaes. Jesus Christ.
Fuck you and your jiu-jitsu.
He's like, I got this.
Yep.
Like, oh, what are you going to need by me? Fuck off. I'm going to twister you, bitch. And jiu-jitsu is not even my full game. I'm a striker.
Yep.
So that's where I was going to take Belcher. I'm going to go with the second round TKO. I don't think he gets it done in the first, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does. But the other thing I might see happening here is an exotic submission, maybe the twister, because you wouldn't everybody gloms on to how great Michael Bisping's ground game is, and if you want to go ground versus ground, I'm taking Belcher in that game.
Fair enough.
So I'm taking Belcher. You're taking
Bisping.
The Magic 8 Ball. You better know what's up, you dirty whore. He's taking fucking Michael Bisping.
The count.
It's dirty.
Speaking of the count,
What?
Sponsors! We have GoDaddy.com. Use code True95Nuts to get your True95 domain registration or transfer. It's a fucking hell of a deal.
It is.
Also,
and it's only lasting till the end of the month, so
yes,
you better get it now.
We have code MMANUTS
often.
to get your $4.95
Get your
domain
wife to buy one.
registration. Yes. And also code GO35 off 8. You get 35% off. Still good?
Yep.
Your total order. So all those combined is it's like a no-brainer. Go to GoDaddy. Buy some shit.
Yeah, don't be a bitch.
Don't
buy
be a cunt.
stuff.
Yes.
Wow, I was gonna say bitch. You
Don't be cunty.
Cunt. Okay.
Use True 95 Nuts. That's all in the rule. Also, DefenseSoap.com. Use code MMANuts to get 15% off your entire order of everything.
And also sponsored by Mattel, makers of the Magic 8 Ball. Hasbro. Or, I don't know who makes the Magic 8 Ball anymore.
Constantly.
Mattel. It's made in China, so it's totally non-toxic.
I believe you could lick that all day and you never get cancer.
No, just the HIV. But can you give yourself the HIV if you already have the HIV?
No.
Hey, speaking of the HIV.
Yes.
And Call of Duty.
Yes.
You know what name they didn't block since they blocked the HIV call tag?
What's that?
The BBC! You can't block us, bitches!
That's right. We are now the BBC.
Fuck yeah.
So, if you're out there, Ingo Nuts is my Xbox name. I just cleared 10 spaces, so if you guys want to be friends and you play Call of Duty, I have room for 10 people. I got 90 people on my friends list. I don't know why they limit it to 100. It's ridiculous.
Because you can't have that many friends.
Why not?
Those people.
It's ridiculous. I know those people.
And if you want to play with me, my balls are right here. You can juggle them all
your
day
balls.
long.
So
a Grub Sleeper space _73, one of those two.
All right,
you can find me.
We'll be there.
I'm wrecking shit.
I'm loving the new Call
on
of
a daily basis.
Black Ops 2, good shit. I'm glad you made me buy it or something.
It was on sale for like $40.
Yeah, now it's 30.
$40 is the entry price.
Now it's 30. It's dropped price.
Fucking dirty bitches.
Bastard.
It's all right. The map packs are pretty fucking awesome. I'll tell you what. I think these are the best maps that have been in any Call of Duty ever. And I've played since, I don't know, 3.
I'm digging that one with the stadium. Like whatever the middle area is like a stadium. I like that.
Like a rock concert?
Yeah. Or is that what it is? Yeah.
I like was a studio where it's the movie studio one.
Oh, yeah.
That's my favorite.
That one's crazy with all the movies.
It's so small and there's not a lot of sniper action. There are still sniper assholes on the side.
The one-shot guys?
Yeah.
That's such
bullshit. There's a couple of good camp points in there. Like,
yeah.
There's a point in like a barn in the middle where it's got like 3 windows and you can fuck some people up. Bouncing Betties for the win, by the way.
I still don't have those. I don't think I have access to those.
Unlock those. Those are good.
What level is that?
Kills from that. Higher one. You need to get into the 55 range and go.
I'm working on it. I'm slow. I'm in the 30s. 30, 29.
I should just play as you.
I'm slow.
You should just log in. I'll load you up.
It's all good. Doesn't matter.
All right, you ready?
Ready!
For the best fight on the fucking
ever!
Card. All right, we got John
Bones
Jones. He's 17-1 versus Chael. American Gangster.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. Sonnen, he is 27-12-1. Jones, 47% of his wins by KO, 35% by submission. Sonnen, 26% by KO, 15% by submission. And we talked about this before. What the fuck? They're on this season of The Ultimate Fighter as coaches. They're fucking buddy the whole fucking show.
Yep.
And then
Sucking
all of a sudden, just blowing.
Someone's like, I love your big
dick.
black cock. Jones like, I love you. Your lips around my big black cock.
Yeah, like what he said, only more. And then they do this fucking interview with John Anik trying to solo fight. And
Awkward.
Chael is on fire again. Just blah, blah, blah. And Jones is just beard having, fucking so uninterested in this fight, in the promotion. And then he's got to take to Twitter and like say some off-cuff remarks like,
you're on TRT, steroid abuser.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
And it's probably not even him. It's probably somebody he pays to fucking GSP.
You're a bitch.
GSP his tweets, you know.
I'll submit your ass.
Right. With his lion. I made him a great picture for his Twitter, but he didn't.
You didn't like it?
Didn't like my lion picture of
all good.
Pimpin' Ain't Easy, but whatever. It's all good. So, what do you think? What do you think about this?
Well, on paper,
Yeah.
This looks like an annihilation in favor of John Jones.
Would you spell it A-N-A-L-lation?
Annihilation,
Yeah.
possibly.
Nice.
But allow me to retort that statement and say,
I'd rather you retard it than retort it.
either way, this is the first time that John Jones is going to face a guy who has cardio for days. And literally, here's a guy who's used to cutting weight to
So
185.
you're saying Matt Yushchenko was not the cardio machine back in the day?
No. And
Fair enough.
Sonnen is used to making that weight cut, and now he doesn't have to. So I'm going to go ahead and say that his cardio...
What are you talking about? Didn't you see Sonnen? He said he weighed like, he was massive. He was like 240. He's
That's
on
all
TRT.
grandstanding.
Motherfucker. What are you talking about? He's cutting 40 pounds.
Whatever Mike Belcher says is bullshit.
No,
it's
he's
a
cutting.
good job. You can't believe anything. All I'm saying is that he's used
No, I'm just saying from your experience. You saw it. You said he was huge as fuck.
He's
Was
gigantic.
he Chuck Liddell huge?
Bigger.
Oh, Chuck was fucking massive. Chuck is off the whack. Chuck is
Bigger.
large and in charge.
I'm just going to say that
What?
Sonnen is used to being 20 pounds lighter at come weigh-in time, and now he doesn't have to worry about it.
Fair enough.
Literally, he can walk around eating donuts and all this shit.
So he can like triple dose his TRT then.
Yes, and I think his cardio will be beneficial.
Okay.
Because he
I'm
won't
with
have to
you
cut
there.
so much
With
weight,
you.
and it'll be good for him. So for Jones, he's used to taking guys in the deep water. Look at Rashad Evans. Look at Machida. They're always
everybody.
He just wears them
Belfort.
down. Belfort had a chance to finish him. Machida was doing well.
John
It just went
Jones,
Bad. Rampage. It's just
yeah.
like, he's used to just wearing guys down. I don't think he can wear Chael Sonnen down. I think here's a guy who comes and brings 100% every time he gets in your grill, and I don't think John Jones does well with adversity. Greg Jackson,
I don't know. He saw a little bit of adversity
against
in the
Vitor.
Machida fight
that too,
and the Belfort fight.
maybe.
So,
But-
like the Machida fight, that first round, he clearly lost, but then
Oh,
he
sure.
figured shit out in the second
Because of
round.
the elbows.
Right.
But-
And then guillotine and drop him off.
You think Jones? I don't
Belfort
think.
fight with the armbar.
Yeah, I don't think Jones can take Sonnen down so easily, though. That's the thing. Sonnen's a very good
Oh,
wrestler,
yeah.
and I feel like Sonnen, with his aggressive nature, who's not scared of Jones, isn't going to allow Jones to play his little. I'm going to come out on all
he's gonna run
fours.
across the cage
spider
and fucking
style.
put on him.
If Jones comes out on all fours, Sonnen's going to throw his cock out and just fucking land on him and just.
You're all about cock today, man. Just
It's a
throwing
cock
it
show.
down, man.
It's a cock
It's
show.
that goddamn Chipotle beers, man.
It is.
Something
Anyways,
about that and fucking cocks running wild.
I am not sure because people are going to say I'm crazy, but I feel like John
You're
Jones has that one thing. It's like the GSP factor. I feel
What's
like
that?
you can break him down mentally because I think that's the one thing that if you put doubt in his mind, I think potentially there's a chance for him to crack. And if there's one guy who can do that before, during, and after the fight, it's Chael Sonnen. Look at what happened. We just talked about it in the whole like weird promoting of the fight. I feel like he's in like he's his buddy on the show, and then Jones is like. I think this all factors in some crazy way, and I'm going to say Sonnen is going to go ahead and win this by decision. 5 rounds craziness. He does the Anderson Silva, but he doesn't get submitted in the 5th round. He just finishes. That's my prediction.
It wouldn't surprise me, but Sonnen has some challenges ahead of him because since he's been in a WEC, he has not won a title fight he's been in. So he's lost 2 to Anderson Silva,
Yes.
1 to Pedofilio, and the other Pedofilio fight that he had,
Ouch.
Pedofilio did not make weight.
Ouch.
So he
But that
did
guy's
win
crazy.
that fight,
Isn't he?
hence the
Slightly.
nickname. I jest. It's Pedofilio. All
But not really.
due respect. Pedophilia. This sounds better. Sounds like a tougher, like a scarier name. It's like the HIV. It's coming to get you. Better be injected or rejected. And I don't know what that meant, but
I'm with you, man.
the
Keep it rolling.
the thing I want to see is I hope Sonnen can, or Sonnen. They keep saying it. Before it was Sonnen, now it's Sonnen. Sonnen. How about Chael will take him down? That is
You think
a given.
he can do that?
That is a given. That will happen. This will be the first time that John Jones will be working off of his back.
You really think he can do it?
Yes.
I think it's still a wild
I think
card.
he's the only guy that can. Like, out of everyone. When you look at Rashad was the only other person I thought could, and he didn't fucking use his wrestling.
Right.
Went for, like, a half takedown and didn't
That was a
fucking
crazy
commit
fight.
to it.
Totally different than I expected.
It's fucking bullshit. I think that was friend versus friend. It's a tough fight. This, not so much. And I think Chael has gone in with a really good game plan of trying to befriend him on the show. So it's like confusing John, and now John's like, fuck, I can't be friends with this guy. I gotta not like him. So now he's trying to twist his personality, but that could work against him because is this I'm fighting my friend now, or what am I fighting?
Well, the mental
here?
games, definitely John's going to lose every time.
Yes. You're not going to beat Chael in the mental game. The other problem with Chael, though, is he always makes a mistake. It comes down, to me, this fight comes down to fighter IQ. And John is very good at, like, he learns while he's fighting people. And I bring it back to the Machida fight where it's like, that first round, he didn't know what the fuck was going on. He's like, oh, man, Jesus Christ. Like, I got to figure this shit out. And by the second round, he figured it out. He's like, okay, I got the equation now. Done. Boom. You look at how Anderson Silva fights. Anderson can figure that shit out usually in the first round. It's usually 3 minutes in where he's just pawing with someone, boom. It's like, done. I've answered that equation. Like, his fighter IQ, a lot higher than John's. But John can get it by the second round. And so Chael may win that first round, but then Chael will make that mental mistake. He fucking always makes that mistake. Yep. And I would pick Chael. It's like there's two guys that I thought Chael could beat. And I always thought Chael could beat Anderson Silva, and I always thought Chael could beat John Jones. But Chael beats himself in these fights, unfortunately. Because you look at that Anderson Silva fight, it's like, man, he beat him for 4 and 3/5 rounds, and then he
4/5 even.
He decides to just stay in Anderson's guard for that last little bit, and he gets a little complacent, and fucking triangle gets thrown on, gets submitted. The second time with Anderson Silva, decides to throw a fucking spinning back fist, completely misses, hits the cage, and then Anderson throws that questionable knee. Boom, that's the end of that fight. So I see the same thing happening in this fight where he's going to make a mistake somewhere down the line, and John Jones will figure that shit out, and I think he does submit Chael Sonnen, and it's probably going to be by a choke, probably a guillotine, maybe a rear naked, I don't know. I'd like to see Chael win, I'm not going to lie. I like the American gangsta. But I think this is another John Jones fight,
I'll buy that for $1.
It is what it is, but let's see what round. I want a little drama, so I'm gonna go third round. Third round, John Jones. Magic 8 Ball will take John Jones. You going with the high guard? You going with the Roy Nelson guard there?
I don't know.
Roy Nelson, Matt Hamill.
The truth is, I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen in this thing. It's a good question.
Anything goes, man.
Yeah.
Right.
If there's one thing to be said is that when Chael Sonnen fights, I'm excited.
Anything can
I'm
happen.
excited.
Well, he's gonna bring it. I mean, he's gonna force the action. Like,
yes.
That's the one thing I appreciate from his fights is that he comes out and he'll come right after you. Fuck this little pawing 3 minutes of bullshit. He's gonna stick it on you and stick it on you fast. Like the HIV, brother. Are you ready for some Ask the Nuts?
Yes.
All right, Justin Doctorate Bound Carter asks, so why do you think so many people look down on Strikeforce fighters for so long? And do you think, let's go in phases. So why do you think they look down on the Strikeforce fighters for so long?
I never did. I don't know. Who's they?
I don't know. I never did. Frank, do you think Frank Mir should fight Alistair Overeem next?
Sure.
Done. And who's the one that came up with the idea for the superheroes thing? That'll be my brainchild. And I will deliver more.
It's a great idea.
And we will...
That has been stolen several times.
Yeah, I like when other websites borrow our picture.
Cage potato.
Was it that? No, that was...
Please, your report.
Yeah. Hey, these things happen in MMA.
Yeah, and fuck you for stealing our shit.
I'm just saying, if you're going to borrow, just link.
Link
just
back. Link back,
all.
fuckers. Don't steal our shit.
That's right. Take that.
I challenge you to a fucking some kind of match.
What do you want?
Pick your poison.
Do you want striking? Do you want MMA or jiu-jitsu?
Or whatever.
How about a 2-on-1?
Video games.
Me and Ingo versus your best guy. I don't know. I'm almost past my prime. I'm 10 years past my prime.
TRT.
But I'll tell you what. You get me on a TRT, and I'll fucking wreck some shit. Chuck Norris.
You want to drink? You want to smoke? What do you want to do?
Yeah. It doesn't have to be fighting.
Doesn't matter.
Foosball?
Eating.
Foosball?
He'll kick your ass in eating.
Yeah. Eating, I got you. Drinking, I may get you. Foosball, he'll kill you.
I haven't played in a long time.
Video games? Depends.
Depends what game.
What do you want to go? You want to go Pac-Man? You want to go Miss Pac-Man?
Pac-Man.
I own you. You want to go Galaga? I can go old school. You want to go Rampage? I don't know. All right, let's move right on. Raja Sandel asks, what did you guys think of Cormier's performance? Personally, I thought he didn't look his best. I was for sure he was going to knock out Mir.
Really? I don't know. I'm not buying that.
Well, you didn't think he was going to knock out Mir? I thought for sure he was going to knock him out in the first round. That's why I question his power now.
Well, he was playing the dirty boxing uppercut game, and just he doesn't have the ham hocks like Carwin has.
Well, I was going to say he doesn't have the juice like Carwin did.
Whatever happened to Carwin?
Injury, back, neck, juice injuries, balls shrink till they go away. It's like a craisin, somewhere between a cranberry and a raisin. Craisins, do you ever eat those? They have them at Sam's Club. You should try them sometime.
No.
It's almost like a freeze-dried cranberry.
Okay.
All right, Connor Hill says, does Frank Mir become a permanent Jackson fighter? And if you can, give us a reason why Nate Diaz should move up to 170. Good luck with that. I can't give you a fucking any reason why you should. Unless he wants to fight his brother. So, do you think Frank Mir becomes a permanent Jackson fighter?
I mean, hard to say because, he looked better, I thought, cardio-wise, so maybe.
Fair enough. We're going with speed round now. Brian Gonzalez, should Frank Mir retire?
I think he should.
Alfredo Davalos Garcia, Josh Thompson versus Anthony Pettis. Then, title fight for the winner. What do you guys think?
No.
Anthony Tiger asks, if Pettis loses to Aldo, do you see a potential matchup between and his Melendez? What? Sorry.
What are you saying?
If Pettis loses to Aldo, do you see a potential matchup between him and Melendez?
Sure.
And who do you think was the standout from the Fox 7 card? I got to say Thompson.
I'm with you. For sure.
Tonio Sarango Diego. Did Benson win that fight or Melendez lose that fight? Horrible corner work by Shields. I agree with that for sure.
Yes.
And we both said Benson.
Yeah, for sure.
Won. It wasn't Melendez losing.
Nope.
Matthew Whitehurst. How do you feel about the winner of Maynard and Grant getting a next title shot?
I think it's bullshit. Give it to Josh Johnson.
I disagree. I think it's awesome. Great Maynard for the win! TJ Grant has been on a fucking tear, too.
Grant's going to tear that ass up. What's he going to do?
Hopefully. No lube. Frank Fleming asks, Cesar Gracie is 0-4 in title fights in the UFC.
Brutal.
With all the drama always surrounding his camp, do you think it's time for a scrap pack to go their separate ways and try different camps? If so, who and where would you like to see them go?
I think they already are, aren't they? I think Nick took
like
off already.
Say that?
I mean, yeah, you got Frisco, you got San Diego, you can go American Top Team, you can go all over the place. I mean, I think they need to do something. Cesar Gracie, I don't know, he seems a little spacey.
Cesar Gracie Jiu-Jitsu!
A little bit crazy he's out there.
209.
I don't know, he seems a little bit spacey. Maybe not the best manager / MMA guy.
I think they need some maybe some AKA.
Sure.
They need some wrestling and some fucking kickboxing. Brandon Weinstein, you guys ever wife swap?
No.
No. The MMA show. Where do you guys place Matt Brown on a totem pole? 5 straight wins? Here we go. Don't ask me about the totem pole. Is the best guy on the top or is the best guy on the bottom? The best guy is on top.
No way, man. On the bottom. In Indian culture,
I know what you say.
The
but
bottom is the most prestigious position.
I hear what you're saying, but
the top is considered the worst position because you can't see the fucking thing because it's way up there, and I'm only 6 foot tall.
But as a person, the top, it's like alcohol. Where is the best alcohol located?
Top shelf.
Thank you.
But it's different.
I know.
These are Indians.
We're going to disagree always on that one.
Look it up.
I think I hear what you're saying, and in some cultures, the bottom is more important. But to me, being on top is what's most important.
You mean Brazilians in jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, the
Your
top
bottom game is better.
always better. You never give up. Never go to the bottom. I always think that's bullshit.
Take the bottom.
Sure.
Play guard.
Okay. Go ahead. Play guard against me and see how that works.
Jeez.
You probably beat me now.
No, I don't think so.
I can't shoot
out
my
of
mouth
practice.
off anymore. Bartek Wiz asks, who's next for the Immortal? Chieck or Lawler?
Oh, wow. I didn't even think of those two guys.
I like both of those,
Sure.
actually.
Why not?
Done and done. Ryan Smith asks, do you think Melendez should get a title shot after beating Elkins? Or should he wait for the winner of Korean Zombie versus Lamas or Seaver versus Swanson?
You know what? After the last Chicago card, I am big on Lamas. Dude, that guy's a fucking killer. It's crazy.
Christ.
Dude, he destroyed Mr. fucking Wisconsin. Mr. What does he call him? Mr. Tan?
Oh, Mr. yeah.
Mr. Bronzer?
Mr. Orange.
Yeah,
He
so-
might have been sponsored by the Orangers.
Could have been.
I'm not quite sure, but
So,
it is
no,
what it is.
I like Lamas. I like him waiting. I think he should wait. Wait for the winner.
I'd fight everybody.
Fight them all.
Yeah.
Rah.
Andrew M. Dream fight. What do you think of Matt Brown versus Chris Lytle if he came out of retirement?
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Done.
Not going to happen.
He says, tell all MMA nuts fans I love them, so they stop calling me an attention whore. Laugh out loud.
Who's
BBC.
that? Keith Farrell?
No, Andrew M.
Oh. BBC!
Hey, just all I want to say is just play nice, everybody. Just play
Be
nice. If you have a question, it's 95% going to get asked on the show.
Right.
And Andrew just happens to ask more.
He's got questions all the time.
Don't fear the BBC.
Don't hate.
Daniel Ivanovich is going to fucking end it out. He says, should Joe Silva force fighters to watch or do 2 fighters, 1 cup if the fight sucks? Basically, if a fight was crap, should he be able to punish the fighter? Fighters, let's say, Electric, BBC Shocker, Naked Lashing with BBC, or letting Ronda do a cock bar until the cock breaks. Just say yes.
I'm not sure.
Yes.
I have a question, though.
What?
Well, did you notice Josh
Kinda
Thompson pished up? You said piss. I said
He
piss.
hugged and squeezed
Yeah,
Joe Silva
picked
and
him up
lifted
and
him
everything.
up.
That
Like,
kinda
come
weird.
here, you little midget.
Is that kind of funny?
I fucking love you.
I
Go
wonder
ahead, call me a midget one more time.
Did he get docked and pay for that? Because like Joe Silva has a nice suit on, and I believe like Henderson hugged Dana White. So is it cool to do that when the dudes are all dressed up? Like, do they care? Or?
Well, if I had a suit on, I probably don't want blood, piss, urine, feces, HIV, any other communicable diseases upon my nice suit, since they only dry clean those. And I don't know how much dry cleaning gets rid of all that shit.
It does. But Dana's rich, so maybe he doesn't care.
It's one and done. It's like a Bruce Buffer suit. That's a good question for Bruce Buffer. How many suits do you fucking own, motherfucker?
Yeah, I've never seen the same one.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And all those little, what is the flare he wears?
I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, that thing, flare.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on.
Moving along.
Right into the longest show ever. We're over an hour for sure. An hour and 30. Dude, we don't want to talk about, and I got to piss again, but I'm not going to cut it.
I'm hungry.
I didn't eat dinner yet, motherfucker.
I ate dinner. I'm still hungry.
It's 11:30 Central Time. I haven't eaten dinner. It's always good to eat dinner at 11:30 at night. You know
doesn't
why?
matter. Time doesn't matter.
Because when you're on the TRT, which I need to be.
You have no schedule.
Yeah, that's what my calendar says, but that doesn't mean I don't have to do shit. Because my wife will always be like, "Okay, I'm gonna be here. You're gonna need to do this, this, and that."
So he says.
Hey, who's been watching your kid?
That's true.
Okay.
But you do get to take naps in the middle of the day.
Sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. I would love
Just
to
remember, it all works out.
Check out at like 8:30 and wake up at 11. Hey, I'm back.
Well, I'll be up till 3 tonight, and then
Okay.
I'll wake up at 7,
Uh-huh.
and then finish the rest of the uploading and whatever, and
Yes.
then eat my breakfast, and then I will check out for
Pass
another
out.
3 to 4 hours.
I'm back.
And then I'm back in the game, and go. I'm back in the game. It's all good.
Your lifestyle is too amazing. It's epic.
Well, you'll get there
I'm
in
working on it.
3 months.
I want to be like
3 months, brother.
going to sleep at 4 a.m. and waking up at 2.
That's when we'll be Call of Duty it all night.
What are you doing? I'm working. Research. Killing
But you know
fucking fools.
But Sunday is just like work from when I wake up till when we get here.
It's true.
I'm here. I'm building shelves and fucking like stuff.
He's got the epic shelves with our Game of Thrones.
It's right. I tried to rip Ned Stark's head off, but he was really tough. Maybe I should just saw it off.
You need a fucking.
I'm just
one of
gonna.
those
I have
things.
saws.
Yeah.
We should just get a guillotine on set. Let's do it on set. Well, I'll build a little guillotine for these motherfuckers. They get out of line. Guess whose head's going in the chopping block? That'll be cool.
Guillotines are awesome.
I'll build a little
Or you
guillotine.
can get a guy to like just chop it.
Yeah.
Didn't he get hit twice in the show?
It might have been a clean shot the first time.
I don't think so. Wasn't it a double whack?
No, I think they did it clean because they give him mercy.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
It's all good.
Got any knowledge?
Yeah, just real quick. So I'm growing a beard again the other day. I'm looking in the mirror, and every once in a while you gotta look at your ears just to make sure as you're getting older, like got any hairs growing. And I see this hair in my ear. I'm like, what the fuck is this, right? So I grab this. And I'm like, I'll just pull on this. And I'll pull this motherfucker. And it's like in my eardrum. And I go, boop. And I look at this motherfucker. 1 inch long.
Oh yeah.
1 inch long coming right out of my fucking ear. What the fuck is this about?
It's old age.
Who said right 1 inch ears out of Mac Riva's ear?
You never
Fucking
seen those old
bullshit.
dudes with like fur in their
No,
ear?
I've seen it and I never understood it. And like, don't they know? And
No,
then
you
I'm
get
like, how did I notice this 1 inch
It's happened to me.
fucking
Not
ear
the fur,
hair?
but the one hair that's like what the fuck? Like I pull it and I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, it's still in there.
Oh, it hurt too. It was in there. Like, oh
Yeah.
damn. I've seen like a couple white beard hairs. Jesus Christ. Is that time? You hit that 40 mark and
Yeah.
hairs are growing in places they shouldn't be growing and
Yep.
hairs are turning white and training. It's still training, but I don't want to train at a facility anymore. I'm done with that.
Are you?
I'm sorry. That's
Okay.
hard.
It is hard.
I don't want to work that hard anymore, Ingo.
It is hard.
I know someone posted like, hey, can you guys post some training pics? And like,
Yeah.
man, I could find some. I haven't fucking trained like at a place. Ingo is still currently training
I
in
do.
jiu-jitsu.
I am 5 years younger than you though.
It's true.
We'll
I
see what I
still
feel
had
like in 5
gumption
years.
at that point.
We'll
Now
see.
I don't have it.
Yeah, because jiu-jitsu even it's you can
That's
you can
tough.
find places to rest, but sometimes these guys are I don't know. I'm just trying to survive in there, so just try not to get killed. That's the whole goal. So, but it's still fun. That has been this week's edition of MMA Nuts. My name's Ingo Weigold.
Matt Griffith.
See you guys next time.
Laser plant.
I'm not sure what's next, but we'll.
Probably puking on your mother's pussy.
Ooh.